Hello everybody! Welcome to my channel. I'm Susanne from Susie's Journal Adventure and today we're going on an old adventure. I want to give you a flip through of my Junk Journal July 2023 journal because, as you might know, I'm an artist of this year's Junk Journal July and I'm really excited to share a YouTube video a YouTube video for you on the 12th of July. And I thought, why not give you a flip through of last year's journal for Junk Journal July. So here she is. I created a accordion style journal. It has approximately size A6 and I'm still in love with the squishiness of this journal. You can see all the pages and a little bit of fabric and threads peeking out. So let me open it for you. For the closure, I used some fabric, a strip of fabric that I coffee dyed. I guess this was an old tablecloth. And on the cover, I layered some paper scraps. I glued them together at first and then added some hand stitching, these fun crosses, X's, and the words. And I still love the color combination, this green with the pink. I just love it. Added some cheesecloth. This is a piece of a doily. And when you open it, you can see the prompt list. I distressed the prompt list a little bit, added some hand stitching again, a dried flower, hand stitching a piece of coffee dyed fabric, and I tried to keep it a little bit cohesive throughout the whole journal. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes not. You will see. So let me show you the first prompt. It was good vibes. I always try to add the prompt on the spread or on the page where I create the prompt, because otherwise I can't remember what prompt this was. So for the prompt good vibes, I added some fun colors. This was a watercolor, purple watercolor, and I just played around, very, very loose. I just had fun on this first page, good vibes, you know. I added this flap. This is a photograph that I printed on vellum. I added some how do you call it, some lines, and I just painted the flowers with acrylic markers, I guess. Some fun hand stitching again. You will see hand stitching throughout the whole journal. The second prompt, pop of color. I painted this flower on a piece of, this was a handkerchief, I guess. Added some loose thread underneath and just glued down this piece on the page. Oh, and this is one of my favorite pages in this journal. The prompt was negative space and I created I draw this portrait of a happy lady, obviously, and cut out her hair to get a negative space, and then created some tags. These are all jelly prints, and you can just change her hair color by changing the tags. And I'm still so in love with this page. This makes me happy. This just makes me happy. I added these fun flowers. And she can have any hair she likes. I still love this page when I look at this. It makes me feel so... It's just like playing, you know? Playing like a child. This prompt was tickets and tags, and I just created some fun, two fun tiny tags. I glued them on, created a tag spot, and here I added some journaling on this page, on this paper. This prompt was fold out, so I created a fold out on which I collaged two clusters. I printed out 2 or 3 photos that I took at exactly that day, I guess, when we went on a walk. And I have to cover this a little bit up because I put some journaling on this page. A photo again, here a little cluster again, cheesecloth, a feather that I cut out, piece of fabric, hand stitching. So here's Piri, our cutie, and some fun thread underneath the photo, hand stitching again, and again 2 more photos. This prompt was layers on layers, and as you can see, I created a lot of layers with paint, with acrylic markers, with collaged circles, thread. I did some stenciling with my homemade texture paste here to add texture. I fussy cut this cute bird. Yeah, and I love the vivid colors. On this page I added some journaling, so I can show you this page. This prompt was framed, and on this page on this spread I created again an interactive element. I created these two frames. I cut out this couple from a vintage photo. You can just put them in here, or you can put them back again in this colorful frame. And the idea behind is that it's important to have the ability to see situations, events from different perspectives. And so I added the definition, the German definition of reframing. It's, well, you can translate it as the ability to see situations from different perspectives. You know what I mean. This page is the page for the prompt balance. I kept it really simple and minimalistic. I just draw these circles and put this sentiment or another definition in here. Homeostasis. Homeostasis? What, how do you pronounce this in English? I don't know. The inner balance that the organism tries to restore or maintain after disturbances. Oh, this is another really minimalistic page, and I love this so much. This was the prompt stripped back, and I just covered the page with gesso, then added random my homemade texture paste again, and I wrote with my typewriter on a tea bag, and it says, "Quiet people have the loudest minds." On this page, this is a fun one again, I just grabbed some paper scraps from my desk that I liked at this moment, and yeah, just put them together. And the prompt was paper samples. And this, I cut out this from a magazine, and it says, I don't know the English word. I can't tell you what this is in English, but this is basically the list where you can see all your orders when you shop let's say online. This is the list where you see all your orders. This was the prompt gratitude, and I again printed out a photo that I took from a tree, added some stitching. Can you see this? Some stitching, some green French knots. And yeah, gratitude, because obviously I'm grateful for nature and for all the beautiful things that surround us. Yeah. And here I added the words that I posted on Instagram on that day. Details is the next prompt. And I created this page. I fussy cut an abstract flower, added layers of paint, stamping with my homemade foam stamps, mark making with acrylic paints, and yeah, thread underneath the sentiment, "Stay curious." This was the prompt torn, and for this page I did some paper weaving, machine stitching, and I tore the page apart and then connected it again by gluing down this paper woven element. Remember to play. I think this matches the prompt really well. Tucked away is this, the prompt for this page. Obviously I created a transparent pocket, a tuck spot, and added sequins inside, a fun tag. Maximalism is the prompt for this page, and I wanted to do something big that is bigger than the journal, and so I created this star. The background is again a jelly print. Added this fun hand stitching with my beloved neon thread. This is the back side of the torn prompt. Another interactive element. As you can see, I love adding these in my journals. Obviously, The prompt was pause, and you can see, you can turn this disc. This is the sign for pause. And then you can see the letters. And this shall be a reminder for us all to sometimes slow down, take a deep breath, and pause. Favorite supply was the prompt for this page, and obviously I had to add my neon thread. I had to add these shapes that I cut out from my jelly prints. So I added favorite supplies, and not only one favorite supply, and my foam stamps. So I did some stamping here in the background. Oh, oh, this makes me happy when I see this page. Every time I have to laugh when I see this page. This is so much fun. I took a paper doll. I painted it with acrylic markers, and here you can put the head and put another head underneath. And I love this so much. This is so much fun. And you can add these here to store them. Isn't this so much fun? This makes me feel like a child. Okay, the next prompt was letter to myself. And yeah, so I wrote a letter. This is the first letter of my name, obviously. I jelly print, and I added the words "you are an artist, you are an artist, you are an artist," and repeated these because at that time I was often wondering about the question what an artist is. So, you know, what is an artist, and what do you expect from an artist? What do you expect from yourself being an artist? Or even, do you call yourself an artist? Or, I don't know, do you feel ashamed when someone calls you an artist? I think a lot of us struggle sometimes with this topic, you know. And yeah, obviously this was the topic that I thought of a lot at that moment. Contrast was the prompt for the next page. I created a black background, obviously, added neon thread, marks, and again printed a photo on vellum again, added some flowers with acrylic markers, and just wrote down some words that were in my mind, that came to my mind when I read the word contrast. This is the prompt pockets. Yes, pockets. And I created 1, 2, 3 pockets. The first pocket is a transparent pocket. I added threads inside. I think this is so much fun. I created some tags. This is a cutout from a magazine. It says fire. In the second pocket there is, I guess, flame. Yes, Flamme, flame. I don't know. I just grabbed these words and they spoke to me at that moment. I had to add them. And this is a fun tag in the third pocket. Mut steht dir. Courage matches your style, you can say. I can't show you this page completely. This is the prompt photograph. I fussy cut a photograph and just, yeah, did these highlights with acrylic markers around the fussy cut image. This was the prompt cozy, and I can remember I didn't have any idea at first when I thought about cozy, and yeah, I was thinking a lot, maybe too much about this prompt. I don't know why, but in the end it turned out that I thought a carpet is some kind of cozy, and I had this fabric. I don't know what this is. This is, I guess, this is a faux, how do you say, faux or fake leather. This is some kind of a, in German we would say, no, this is not. I think this is also a kind of a fake leather, artificial leather. I don't know, but it feels cozy. And the colors, I guess, brown. I think, yeah, this speaks to me as cozy. And obviously I had to do hand stitching again. This prompt is, I didn't write that down. I guess this was vintage, or yeah, very vintage. I took an old original postcard and added some playing cards, did some hand stitching, some machine stitching, some paint splatters, yes. And this page has nothing to do with any prompt. I just stored this bookmark that I created in here because this was empty, and I thought this is the perfect place for my bookmark. This prompt was in the garden, and I can still remember I sat down in the outside in the garden and painted this rose, and yeah, then in the end I just fussy cut the flower, added the sentiment practice kindness, and I glued it down to have this tuck spot, and I added some journaling here. This prompt was upcycled, and this is a packaging from, how do you say, these are sour worms, I guess. And yeah, I really liked the colors, and I created this tag with sequins inside. Shaker cat. No, not a shaker cat. A shaker tag. This is the prompt overlap. I just cut out some abstract elements from jelly prints, glued them down, ready. Playlist is this prompt. I created this tuck spot, and I printed out tiny photos of some songs that I had in my playlist in July 2023, obviously. Oh, and there, yeah, I remember we went to the Barbie movie, obviously. And I had to do the prompt nostalgia in this Barbie style. I printed out some images. I collaged them on my computer and then printed them out, and yeah, just added color with acrylic markers, obviously blue and pink. Oh, this is another favorite page that I really love. It's the prompt postcard. I cut out this woman from a magazine, did some stenciling in the background, and did this hand stitching on her swimsuit. And I love this so much. And it's even a tuck spot, so I can add journaling card or something behind her. This collage also has nothing to do with the prompts. I just had some fun on this page because it was empty in the end. And I thought I want to add something here. So I grabbed some jelly prints and yeah, just created this, I guess, atmospheric page. I really love this page. I cut out the man from a vintage photo. Okay, this was the last page of my Junk Journal July 2023 journal. I had so much fun creating along the prompts and watching all the videos on YouTube from all the artists last year, and I hope you're having fun too. I will. I already know I will have fun, and yeah, I will link all the information about Junk Journal July 2024 down in the description box, as well as a playlist where you can find all the YouTube videos of the artists, including me. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon on a new adventure. Bye!